Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most heated debates in the One Piece fandom. Who is the best villain in One Piece? A lot of fans consider Doflamingo to be the greatest villain and even compare him to legends like Madara from Naruto and Aizen from Bleach. But honestly, in my opinion, Doflamingo doesn't deserve that kind of recognition. I'm here to explain why Kaido, not Doflamingo, is the true best villain in One Piece. Stick around and let's break it down. Let's start with Doflamingo. Sure, he's a fan favorite villain and a key player in the One Piece world, but is he truly deserving of being called one of the best villains, even among the big three anime? For me, that's a definite no. Doflamingo had his moment, but when you compare him to villains like Madara and Aizen, there's just no competition. Madara had no fear of anyone. He enjoyed fighting Hashirama and sought challenges that pushed his limits. Aizen, on the other hand, was a character who wasn't afraid of anyone. He didn't even have a tragic backstory to explain why he turned into a villain. He was just a pure force of power and manipulation. Now, you're going to compare Doflamingo, a villain who was terrified of Kaido and needed to rely on Ace's devil fruit just to keep Luffy at a distance? To me, that's not the mark of a top-tier villain. Doflamingo feared defeat, and that's a huge contrast to what makes a great villain like Madara or Aizen. Now, let's talk about Kaido. In my opinion, Kaido is the ultimate villain in One Piece. This is a guy who has no fear, none at all. He's obsessed with finding a worthy opponent, and that's what makes him stand out. Even when he was fighting Oden, he wanted a perfect battle. He wasn't afraid of losing, he just wanted to face the strongest. The same goes for his fight with Luffy. Kaido didn't care about victory or defeat. He just craved the thrill of a perfect battle. Remember, Luffy had to reach the level of a god just to defeat Kaido. That's the kind of legendary villain Kaido is, someone who forced the protagonist to go to unimaginable lengths just to win. Let's not forget, Kaido defeated Luffy not once, not twice, but multiple times. Kaido's power was so overwhelming that Luffy had to ascend to a new level, becoming something akin to a god, to finally overcome him. That's a testament to Kaido's strength and why he's on another level entirely. A villain whose very presence demands that level of growth from the hero is truly something special. Kaido didn't need schemes or tricks. He faced every challenge head-on. And if you have to bring in godlike powers to defeat a villain, that says a lot about how epic Kaido really is. Meanwhile, Doflamingo was scared of Kaido. He knew he couldn't stand against someone like Kaido and tried everything to keep Luffy away from him. That's not the behavior of a top-tier villain. That's a sign of someone who knows his limits. While Doflamingo was manipulative and cunning, he lacked the raw, fearless drive that makes Kaido such an iconic antagonist. Comparing a fearful Doflamingo to characters like Madara or Aizen is, in my opinion, a joke. Think about it. Who was Madara afraid of? No one. He relished the battle with Hashirama and didn't back down from anyone. Aizen is even more of a mystery. He's arguably the only villain without a backstory explaining why he turned to the dark side. He never feared a single soul, and that's what makes them legendary. Doflamingo, on the other hand, played it safe and manipulated from the shadows, afraid to face true power head-on. Can you really call him the greatest when he's hiding behind schemes and underlings? Oh, and before I wrap this up, I want to let you all know that I'm planning to start a new series where I'll be discussing some of the most underrated anime out there. So if you're into that, make sure to stay tuned. Alright, that's my take on who the best villain in One Piece really is. For me, Kaido stands head and shoulders above Doflamingo. But I want to know what you think. Do you agree that Kaido is the best? Or do you still think Doflamingo deserves that title? And if you have an idea on who Madara or Aizen truly feared, drop it in the comments below. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, bye-bye.